History about myself. I'm 32 years old. I have two children. I don't know them kids, though. I don't know them kids. I have two children. I have a 7-month-old I just had. She was born on Christmas. And I have an 8-year-old who was born the day before Mother's Day. So, I have my hands full. Witnesses to Hunger has been a really big thing in my life. The exhibit yesterday, my mother came out to see the exhibit. She was like, "This is the only thing my child has stuck through all these years. Running around with her in school, she was everywhere." But Witnesses to Hunger has kept me grounded. Witnesses to Hunger, basically, we wanted to change the outlook on food insecurity, housing insecurity, and let people know what that really meant. It didn't mean that I was outside on the street, laying on a crate in a box or anything. It meant that I didn't have the necessities that I needed to be in a house. I lived in a home, but I didn't have I might not have gas, electric, water, any food, anything that kept me from being able to provide for my family would cause me to be somewhat homeless without something that I really need. My struggle's real. Struggle's really real. I've been struggling for years. My childhood was pretty hectic. I lost my little sister I was about 7. I was 8, she was 7. This is before we even moved to Philadelphia. But when I moved to Philly, I never lost that part of me, so I carried her with me with everything, and I always wanted to reach out to other people and do things and help others. So when I got into the part, got to find out about this organization, I was really down for it because I wanted to explain to people different things that they might have not known. At one point, I was really into STD awareness. I really wanted that to be a big umbrella so people could understand what's going on, especially the teenagers and things like that. Then I found that me speaking to people was a big uplift for them. So I went around and I basically told my story on what I went through in my life and how I got to the point that I am now. I went through a shelter about 2 years ago. I pretty much hit rock bottom. I didn't have nowhere else to go. I lived in a room with my 6-year-old at the time. Did I do the right name? Yeah, 6-year-old at the time. And it was just a mess. I had a slum landlord, bed bugs everywhere. It was a horrible mess. I finally just picked up, got out of there and went into a shelter. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do, especially if anybody don't know the story of the shelters in Philadelphia. It's not the best, but you make it work. So that's what I did. I went to work every day. I did 12-hour shifts and still lived in the shelter with my child. And at the end of the day, I wanted him to understand that regardless of what you go through, what's going on within your housing or your home and things like that, you still go outside, you still keep a smile on your face, and you still be a positive role model to somebody else, because you never know what they're going through and that your story or your strength can carry them through. Quick story, just real quick. I'm always about uplifting others and children especially. I had an incident with a child about 2-3 weeks ago where he had spit on my son, and instead of being angry and being mean and things like that, I came to the child and I said, "Listen, I don't know what's going on with you, but listen, if you need something to eat, you need a place to just hang out at for a little while, you need a cup of water, you need somebody to talk to, come knock on my door." That was that Sunday. That Tuesday he came to my house. It was hot this week. He knocked on my door. He said, "I'm thirsty." I said, "Is that how you ask for something to drink?" He said, "Well, maybe I have something to drink." I said, "You sure can." Brought him in the house, gave him a cup of water, and from that point on, I realized that it's not what you do it's not what you say that affects the kids, it's what you do. It's how you keep on going on and being strong about it. I don't know what's going on in that child's family. I don't know what's going on in his household, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to be the one that just keep pulling them down. I'm going to be the one that uplifts them. So this is the day of This is what Witnesses to Hunger has taught me over the years, to be an uplift, not to be a statistic of something bad, but be a statistic of something good. If you're gonna give me a number that's positive. I did something with myself. to hear the statistic of, oh, she's on welfare. Yes, I am. But I'm doing something with it. I'm keeping it moving. I'm making a positive outreach for everybody and anybody that comes in my way, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. At the end of the day, if you come at me wrong, you have a problem. By the end of that day, you won't have a problem no more. You're gonna be on my side. That's the biggest picture that I wanna give to everybody. No matter what you go through in your day, not only that somebody else's day might be worse than yours, but be an uplift. Don't carry that negative vibe with you everywhere you go. Be an uplift to somebody. It takes only 1 second to smile and say, have a good day. It takes 1 second to say, here, I might not have $1 for you, but I do have a bag of chips. Here you go. Things like that. I seen a guy one day going in the trash and had a whole bag of snacks from Witnesses to Hunger. Thank you. I gave him that whole bag of snacks. Here you go. At the end of the day, it's all about giving back. I don't want you to give me something to eat. I want you to teach me how to make something to eat for the rest of my life. Don't just give me one plate. Give me plates. Give me the directions and the seeds to make it grow and things like that. And because of Mariana, thank you for giving us this opportunity to say and speak and show people that it's a difference between a number and a picture and a life and living. Thank you very much.